ha! I'm back! Simple as that. This is exactly how I looked last night. I took a field trip with the old chain gang to the closet with a lot of bars. It took me from 2 o'clock p.m. all the way to 2 o'clock p.m. today. 24 hours in the clink. Because I'm Prison Mike! Just want to start off by saying that I've been posting on YouTube for like 20 years. Not 20, but look at my original channel. I have 2K subscribers on my original gaming channel, 130 something on my music, and 60 something plus Discord haters on this one. And I don't do it for anyone else but me, to document my life. And I can't say a word where someone falls for the bait. I just sat there without a wink of sleep or an ounce of food. 1,100 push-ups in the books. Just to prove a point that it's worth it. Freedom of speech cannot be bought. It's because I go like this. You're gonna freaking report me? Huh? The town is back yellow. I see you guys took down my towns too, you worthless mongrels. It's funny to me. The lengths and the disparity you will tread to in this life. I can't strike a karate pose without the cops knocking on my door. They didn't even knock on my door because they knew who I am. They pulled me over and said, yeah, you a Prison Mike? I was like, yeah, I'm Prison. No, I'm Precinct Mike. It's like, okay, we gotta have a talk down at the precinct. To order protection against someone, he shall not be named. I gotta check the actual date that it ends. It should have been soon, but since you guys stalked my YouTube, they took a playful threat in the gaming sense, in a gaming, what is it called? It's in the gaming realm. I had the word, I spoke to, all I needed was a public aid. People before me, 54 cases, wanted to mass shoot and shit. I got there shaking like, oh my god, am I actually going to get $1 million bail? Nope, ROR, release on your own recognizance. Because I make every single appointment. I'm a man of integrity and respect. Okay? Prison Mike don't mess around with the courts. I wouldn't go as far as to report anyone for the courts. Because it's gruel and grits, of course. All day. I had to be story time. I was chained to a desk, okay? That's why all these things are blue and red out here, you see. Far yonder, there was not an instinct gym in sight, because I know you guys are in cahoots. Y'all talking there, mighty wander. I know exactly who the perpetrators was, I reckon. But it wasn't the one that wants to distract all the attention and divert it. It's a false flag. He baited me. The bait of the unknown name that we all know who I'm talking about, because I made a video going like this. Huyo! Huyo! You fell for the bait too, buddy. You ain't my buddy, pal. But 4 hours chained to the thing. Then I got picked up at the worst time possible. I had to freaking do my due diligence just to not have insomnia, and I did not do well. That's why I was wearing that TP mask. I really was. Because it's like falling asleep on a longboard on the surface of the sun. Completely flat. They don't shut up the lights. And I don't eat no 7-Eleven pepperoni pizza. I worked there for way too long to understand what they do and how they make it. And what goes into that crap. So I fasted. And I did hundreds and hundreds of sit-ups, push-ups. Couldn't really work the sit-ups in. I gotta work on those too. You unsportsmanlike, filthy mongrels. Sore losers in the highest degree, no shame in your DNA. Gay in every way. Oh, is that our gay slur? Oh my goodness. Might as well report it. Might as well report plastic weapons. When I'm just training, getting my aggression out, huh? I get my aggression out because I see nothing but failures on the streets. The shit that I like to eat and spew out. Putrid meat. Blah! Discreetly. Okay, stop rhyming. It's a crime. I play with these little weapons. I bust my little mannequins up. And I train for the day-to-day that it comes for a hand-to-hand combat. I said if, possibly if, it was the old days, I would challenge you to a duel, but you still wouldn't have the honor or respect to accept it. So we have no worthy adversaries, no worthy foes, no worthy rivals out here. I do declare. Okay. I can mess around with my plastic and wooden weapons. This one is being my weapon of choice. It's a old school billy club with a freaking ball taped on the end of it, and I just kept on adding stuff. So it's so diverse. You never know when it's gonna come, huh? All I was doing was talking to the camera after a day of virtual harassment. It's all what word did I use? It coalesces so well. It's all game in the game realm. I used a different word, but whatever. I got a date tonight anyway, with an 8, a solid 8, probably even a 9. Going out in my prime. Woo! Let's get uploading, shall we? I knew exactly what it was when he said, "Can I talk to you? You're wanted for what is it? Not a restraining order, the other one. Shit, I can't even think of that right now, but you know the words, the technical jargon, Margan Hargans. Megan Morgan Horgan Scorgan, even though this dude was putting Guppet on everything, baiting me into fucking retaliating night after night. All I did was make a little video and speak the truth on my own channel, not like I cater to you guys. You guys get your gritty paws on it. It's not my fault I have a personality, alright? And I could speak my mind with genuine... I keep on messing up the words. Unashamed, wholesome, not afraid of any kind of ripples that it may cause, because I am an American and I'm allowed to speak on things that are current in my life. This is a vlog type. I've done this on my original Guppetmaster account. Look it up. I changed up the style a little bit, but it remains the same. I document my life, not for you, for me, to look back on when I finally am mediocre. Finally when I'm old and gray and give up. I will never, but you know what I'm saying. You guys have already given up. You have to resort to cheating. And I know it was all, you guys took down my signs too, while I was in the pen. Fucking Arf Frump and Stark with the pig pen rolling around. The gravitational forces collided and mashed. That's probably why all these global disasters are happening on the other side. It's the butterfly effect. While you guys are going to get your Butterfreeze, which I really do want, I took it back in about 45 minutes. I didn't even eat. Still haven't eaten. Did over 1,100 push-ups, and that's understating it. In, let's see, 14 hours under the 6th precinct. It was a little box with a wooden plank that you gotta walk. Oh, I gotta click that. Click it, click it, click it. Click it or ticket. So, it was funny. I knew I had insomnia. It was the worst time to get arrested. I got picked up at 2 o'clock. That means I know I'm going to have to do almost a full day before I get to see the judge. And the judge, I was scared. I'd never seen this guy before in my life. And he was handing out sentences like candy. Withdrawing bonds and everything. Bail in the millions. And just because I have a clean record, that I fight for what I believe in the justice system. This boy who cries wolf is never going to understand the integrity or the honor that I possess. That I will not give up, and you guys are only fueling the fire. Prison-like desires. Blah, 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 blah. Oh no, that's copyright. I'm Precinct Mike. But there was a little beetle that saved my life. It was better than Netflix, y'all. I watched this little beetle crawl across the floor all night. And I tried to get some shut-eye with all these different little... I definitely had that freaking toilet paper wrapped around my face, and it looked like I was in a world war. I got scalped. That's like a full day's worth of time I dedicated to this Pokemon game, and another 2 liters of blood I've spilt. At least when I sliced my cranium off, going under the AMC sign with Decal. But I kind of knew it. I am the glue, and I'll be glued to the day that I die. Dabba dibba dabba die. Because I came in every single gym except for a few that were just coming back. Because I do have soldiers out here. Mommy Pikachu, Vical, we got Danny, we got Abdominal. Now we have, who else? We always had Granoff. We always had Fire Kip and Yankee Fan. Krylo V, and what's the other one that's just like that? They put Slackings and Blissies all the time. Thank you for your help. Now we got Will as an ally, even though he understands that it's not about the gyms or the color, it's about the unity. I hooked him up with a Pokemon Go Plus gladly, because I vibe with people like that. People are in the flesh. I spend money that I don't have on people, willy-nilly, to invest in willing participants in what I'm trying to build out here with a community of warriors. And I use that term the metaphor. Everything I said was a metaphor, and I stated that in my video. Yet he picked and chose what I said. I said I'm becoming a monster, not him. I'm becoming a shredded monster little by little. I bulked up a little this season. It's not really time for that, but all I got is protein shakes. Okay? And all you eats is cakes and Mickey Donalds while you're wallowing in your sorrow in the cars, floating around. Go to bars instead because you're down. Okay, you're a clown. I'm gonna stop. Put it down. I never frown until you show up in my town, busting that shit around like you Bozo the Clown. I already said clown. Okay, but then I was the only one in there, 18 hours, and people are trickling in. Okay, we finally got some friends up in here. We're actually laughing and having fun. Like, there's this one Mexican dude, now that I think about it, he's just probably shoving shit down the toilet and flushing it. Because he flushed it like 20 million times when he first got in. And then we got this other guy like dying in the corner, like coughing. It was impossible to sleep. I was chained to these fucking losers. And it wasn't a fun time. It was literally one of the hardest times of my life, but it gives me perspective. And like now I appreciate the freedom that much more. I was shaking in my boots, mister, whoever reported me. My hands are as tight as could be. I'm in line hearing life sentences basically being thrown out. People who come in and out of the system 55 times don't show up 28 times. They were a threat to society. I am no longer that. I passed on my negative traits onto you guys. Now you're festering in the sorrow. Like there's no tomorrow. Filling your gullet. I knew it was going to be Stark. Even Phase, whatever. Phase took one. I can tell who takes it, obviously. I pay attention. Whoever's in the first place takes it. It's Stark and freaking Frump. 2 fucking planetoid moons. Dwarf planets. Haumea Ceres and Deimos Phobos. Fucking going in orbit around here for fucking 17 hours while I'm fucking dying on the inside. Because of some one goblin that we shall not name. Had a fear of repercussions because he has no kind of brain. Okay. I'm in a great mood. I still haven't slept. I haven't ate a thing. I'm fasting. I'm projecting greatness in everything I touch. I am back, and I'm Prison Mike. That you do not like. Prison Mike. Alrighty then. I basically said all I had to say. Let me gear up for this date. that you guys are fucking so thirsty for human interaction that you're pretending to be some community, when I know it's just a void that you're filling, bitch. You ain't got the honor, you ain't got the drive. You don't know what it's like to see from the inside out. I see all the freaking vision, all the vibrations through your cranium. It's kind of insanium. Why am I rhyming? I don't know. Is that what Precinct Mike does? I just pinch people. No, that beetle, rest in peace. It rolled around for like 20 hours and then died. I had to flush him down the toilet. Rest in peace, bud. He was my friend. My only friend on the inside was Beetle. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. No, I named him something. I forgot already. It was like my own little Melville. Or like the rat from... No, the little mouse from Green Mile. Or what else is it? I was thinking about Shawshank. It gave me actual time to sit there and think and ponder like, wow, I don't have a documentary playing. I don't have distractions. I can sit there and actually project and meditate into cosmic realms outside of your ideal. You have no vision. You can't sense all this shit that I can ever since I got sober. You have to be at the lowest of the low and earn everything you got on the way up. And that's exactly what I did. It gave me superhuman traits. And I give 110%. If I only had my freaking sewing utensils in the clink, that's okay. There was a couple of really funny things. They load us in the freaking paddy wagon. Oh my god, it's so cramped. It's like a dog catching mobile. Guys farting, you can hear them on the other side. Half of them are friends because they're still repeat offenders. They just get in trouble just to have free housing and freaking buttered rolls in the morning. Buttered rolls, yeah. But I did, oh yeah, that's it. I did partake in the coffee. And that was a bad idea, bro. 3 hours felt like, no, 1 hour felt like 3 hours each time. And there's no sense of, I could tell what time it is by where the sun is, obviously. I'm not a hunter, but I'm a pretty good tracker. I'm a detective, above all else, but I thought I had a pretty good sense of time. Ooh. Ever since I drank that coffee, I was... Wile E. Coyote, no. What's the... Oh, Tasmanian Devil, duh. I'm all up in the freaking bars doing handstands and push-ups and sit-ups. Jigglypuff's trying to sing me to sleep with no... Why am I missing the words, bro? Success? No, that wasn't the word I was going for. But, it's clear as day. What I had in my hands, what I said, I'm going to print out a whole transcript. Because I'm going to have to fight this in court for a long time, but it's worth it to me. To stand up to what I believe in, bro. I can hold these things and take some funky, cool little stances. And not be afraid of the repercussions, because this is my channel that I upload for my own sake. It's not like I go out and seek. I'm going to read the freaking terms right now if I can find it. I doubt I can find it on a quick whim. Yes, wait. No, I got to go through it and find the stipulations and when it actually ends. But I didn't seek out anyone. I didn't seek out anyone. I didn't harass anyone like he was to me, virtually. And I documented it and prove it. Why can't I think of the name? It was so perfect. I was thinking of it all night just as what to say to the judge. So you only get a few words. It's all in the game. Not motif. Scenario, gaming. It's gaming trash talk. You can't take that as the same as a legitimate threat. You see. Oh, my piss bottle. I missed you, piss bottle. I had to pee in a freaking... I had to pee in a stainless silver bowl. And it freaking goes... every fucking time someone wakes up because they're so drunk. I literally felt the alcohol particles in the air. It was stinging my eyeballs, man. So I put the whole bunch of reasons why I put that thing on. To block the never-ending light that they blast in your general direction. Give you a little bit of pillow. And it looks goofy. I had to entertain myself a little bit because there's nothing. But it showed me what I can do. I am centered again. When I was just rambling and angry a lot of the times, you know how it goes. 3 o'clock in the morning, it takes a lot of willpower not to fucking explode after you see the gyms are left blank, which is exactly what happened. I documented that, call it metaphoric, everything I said about someone. What? It's not a restraining order, was it? No. Order of protection. There we go. And I can't think of the name I'm trying to say still. But it's in a gaming setting, and I can prove it. I was sweating for a second. I did waste a whole 24 hours of my life, but, you know, the divine places put me in places where I need to be and what I need to see. I am allowed to speak my mind. I was legitimately saying, if me and whoever were in the back in the Stone Ages, I will put them down. In the game, though, like, but it doesn't translate because you have to be the anonymous nature of the Pokemon and the freaking social media. You guys are projecting happiness, and you're miserable on the inside. I see it every single day. I fill my days with actual activities and things that make me feel fulfilled. You guys are driving around living the same day over and over again out of spite towards me, when you can go anywhere else. And now this fool is cheating with a freaking couple tablets and a joystick, and I'm not allowed to say a word? No, I'm allowed to document my life. I just won't say the name anymore. And I'll leave the name up because I've already been charged for it. You can't be charged with 2 double jeopardy. And it starts with like 5 D's in the title. Because I'm on a rhyme kick. I don't know why. It's pretty sick. No, I can actually write. I should write. But it's when it comes right to mind that it's actually special. I can't try too hard on anything. You have to live in the moment is what we do out here. And I hoped that my teammates would step up, but I don't know. I guess it's really just up to me to pave the way. A lot of people will not fight the gyms, but they'll place immediately. Like, they're all in the vicinity. Once I take the yellow ones back, I see them pop up. Boom, 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 boom. Same thing. They're too lazy to fight for like 5 minutes and clear a gym. That's why I take it. Because you understand, if you place it in 5 minutes and you respond in 5 minutes, you don't have the reinforcement to mess with your Pokemon selection. People are going to choose different types. It's all in the game's software. It's all hardwired into it. It's easier to take it if it's 1 or 2 people instead of 6. 6 heavy hitters takes about 15 minutes. I know. I got no life to do that, but it's what I like to do in this game. And these people took notice way back long ago. My stupid YouTube handle. I should have never been forefront on who I actually was. I should have pretended to be some prissy little girl kicking your asses from the sidelines. Now that you know who I am, you are harassing me, stalking my damn channel. Can't get enough of it. So I fed into it, and this is what I get with the stupid reports and the troll names, and now actual legal fucking. I'm missing all of those technical words. It's not jargon. What is it? Jargon? Got freaking Tony Stark. Oh no, King Stark. That's who they thought it was. The freaking officers were laughing at these people. I'm sure they say it both ways. They're fake as hell, and they're liars by trade. But they thought this one guy was Stark, who keeps on calling the cops on me, which I never threatened in one bit. I make it a point not to threaten. I use metaphoric analogies. I'm trying to think. I said it perfectly, and that's why I got off. I had a lot of time to think about it. I have a legal aid because I can't afford this shit now, so I'm not even gonna have to I'm not stressing anymore, but that was a rough one. That just shows the type of cheating nonsense you guys got to resort to. Strip me of everything I have for a minute there, for a few minutes there, for a few hours there, down to my underwear. Prison Mike. My beetle went down the drain. His brain just died. It's kind of insane. There was a couple other things. Scheisen! Yeah. The guy who was flushing constantly, and then this guy was it was like episodes. I kept myself entertained. One thing after another today. It was an interesting day without Pokemon Go. Even in jail it's funner without the stupid Pokemon corrupting your life. You guys don't realize how much it takes from you. That's why I only play the 15% of the game that you guys claim you don't care about. Fucking plastic weapons, bro. I can train and get my aggression out, because if I manifest it, I turn into ugly, sniveling hyenas like you that can't back up their words. I'm talking to this Discord that fucking despises me, but still can't stop hate-watching me. You guys are weak, unworthy, worthless foes. You aren't the rivals that I seek. Fucking Sarlston, dumb white trash, keeps on taking horse block, but that's at least cool. She's on her own 2 feet. I give her a little bit of credit, but still, she destroyed my truce. I offered to buy her out. So anyone who's on their fucking own manual potion, I buy them out. I convert them to our team. And that's what's happened 4 or 5 times now. At least. Probably more like 10. I got soldiers out here finally. Slow and steady, I'm making my own community. And I don't need a gay-ass Discord. We're out here in the flesh having actual experiences while you guys are fucking... You can't even talk to each other. I see you just sitting there. What's weak? What's weak from this? You nerds. I don't like to play that way. I have my Pokemon catchers do it, and I hate manually catching, because it feels like whenever you get stuck on like a doorknob when you're in a rush, that's when I flip out, bro. When I have other things pending, but I take priority. This game has priority to me for some reason still. Maybe it's because all this hateful spite, malicious actions that I don't care for in the slightest, in everything in life. But I can see the type of person you are by the way you act. You think I'm redundant and repetitive, I am, but every video is the same but different. So I have to re-go over these points. This guy calls me a bohab, which means a chatterbox with no real thing to say. I got a lot of stuff to say now, huh? Prison Mike. Why do I keep saying that? I'm Precinct Mike. I'm allowed to speak on things, okay? These are training swords. It was a test. I have actual weapons. Like these. Look. Plastic. All different types. Long swords included. Dun, dun, dun. How am I getting in trouble for some plastic weapons? You guys didn't realize that it was a trap. It was basically a setup. Dun dun dun. Clearing my name. Showing the two my plastic weapons so they can't argue. Dun dun. This is the one I went to.
Do close-ups where it actually says fucking...
Exactly. No, this is the one that... I love that.
You can see there's plastic seams and it says fucking made in Taiwan. It's
there we go.
Plastic,
we got
on, man.
Exactly.
They're trainers. They're, they're not toys, but they're toys. They're
yes,
trainers.
Sir.
You'd hurt yourself falling on a fucking broomstick more than you hurt yourself with these things.
Yes, they're just for training.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even the size, you can't. There's no real pointed edges on them. Exactly. You know you're supposed to use it from the other side too, like to hook and stuff. Exactly.
Either way, do a training and everything.
Exactly. I was showing off this thing. This is my favorite weapon in the whole world. Billy club and a freaking hell. Exactly. It's a freaking leg table. It's a table leg table. It's just wood. Thanks for picking me up, man. Yes, sir. He didn't have to. I could have used an Uber or I could have walked it. This is an old school Billy baton that I found in the street. We spar with them. I get my aggression out. Because if I don't, I'm going to manifest this ugliness. That's why I document it and move on. Without you guys saying another word. Let's see how much I got left in me. I did over $1 today. Easy, baby. Easy. Let's go. I'm trying to think what I missed. It's that word I'm trying to place. But when you think about something, you always get sidetracked. It's right on the tip of your tongue. If I stop thinking about it, it's going to come up. I didn't even count this time. I'm going to go until I'm tired. I am tired already. This hurts. I could stop all week, but no.